I just got back from my mother's place. I look like shit. I feel like shit. I haven't slept, covered in SPF, haven't showered in days. I had too much of these chips. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I need to tell you all about a movie I watched. You know, The Call with Halle Berry, right? I love Halle Berry, that pretty woman. She's beautiful. She doesn't seem to age. Oh my God. This movie was very good. I'm not a big movie watcher. I seldom ever watch movies. I just got back from rehab, aka my mother's house, because I have been I've not been well physically or mentally. My health has just been deteriorating. So I decided to dip into Netflix. She has a Netflix subscription. I deliberately abstain from getting one myself because I don't want to squander my time just watching television and movies, you know? Not that I judge that, but for me, I don't want to spend my day passively consuming media. I'm too much of a control freak. I need to be creative and expressive. So this movie was really good, right? Obviously, spoiler alert here. Listen, it was so good up until the ending. The ending, fuck me, the ending was terrible. It was such a weird twist. It was so frustrating. They nailed so much in this movie. I mean, come on, it has flaws like in nearly every movie, right? I'm sure you could pick it apart, you could dissect it and find aspects of it that aren't up to scratch. But for God's sake, it was a pretty good, polished, riveting movie. My mother came in halfway through, offered to make me a cheese toastie, and I'm like, yeah, and she's like, oh, are you okay? I'm like, oh, it's just a stressful movie, because it is. And Halle Berry, goddamn it, she's so good. I wish I looked like her. Listen! Just listen to me. The ending. Oh my God. The ending. Where do I start with the ending? The ending was so bad. I literally thought I thought the final scene might be a dream that someone's having, and then they'll wake up and think, oh, what a crock of shit. You know, like I thought it might have been the killer having a dream. He suddenly woke up in the police station. He's like, oh, what's going on? Right? Or I thought it might have been Abigail Breslin's dream. What's the little blonde chick? Like, what's her name? Whatever. Or Jordan, Halle's character. I thought maybe one of them was having a dream, right? And they were going to wake up being like, oh, I dreamed that I was holding this guy captive. What the fuck? What the fuck? They get away, right? This poor little babe. She's just a twinky dinky little teenager. She's a soft, sweet little girl. And she's got out, she's in her bra, right? And she's like, she climbs out with Halle and they're running away. And you think, right, what would a normal bitch do who's just been half sliced open in the head and this crazed freaking killer? What would a normal bitch do, right? And given, the natural disposition of Jordan and whatever the blonde bitch, just Abigail, right? I'm going to call them by their actor names. I'm sorry, that's obnoxious. I remember Jordan, but I don't remember the other name. You can still taste these chips. They just got out. Any normal person would want to get the fuck out of Dodge, right? And you can tell the natural disposition of Halle and Abigail in this movie is sensitive, emotional. They're not like tough bitches. They're not vengeful creatures. You can tell that. And also bear in mind, this killer motherfucker has scalps in our fridge. And he has a wife who's obviously innocent because she's like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on when the police come in the house, right? And the kids who are obviously like, oh, mommy, what's going on? Like, obviously, they're innocent parties. They deserve closure. And who else deserves closure? The parents of the women and the families of the women whose scalps were in the fridge. And do you know what they do? In the end, when they get away and they kick him back down to it's not basement, what is it? It's just underground, this weird place underground. When they kick him back down, he's lying on the floor. You'd be thinking, oh my God, he's unconscious, run, let's summon the police, let's go to safety. But instead, by some weird, fucked up, incongruous twist, last minute, they go straight from being, oh my God, let's go, to girlfriend, I have an idea. Shall we play with him? Shall we are you thinking what I'm thinking? Shall we tie him up? I think we should just tie him up, slap him around a little. Payback, babe, yeah? Oh my God, let's do it. He wakes up and he's like, oh my God, where am I? And they're standing there. Halle's all sassy, oh, you should have turned yourself in. And he's like, oh my God, are you the operator? I thought you'd be taller. first of all, why? And then Abigail, this freshly cut open, terrorized little babe, this teenager, she's in her bra with those perky little titties, and she's all wet and sultry with that swollen, fucked up eye, and she's like, she's like, what? She's all of a sudden, she's got her bitch on, she's like, you mess with the wrong bitch. And I'm like, that is like, look, I'm a tough ass bitch at times. I get my bitch on too. But Lord knows, even a big ass tranny bitch like me would be running for the hills as soon as I could. I wouldn't want nothing to do with him. The second he's on the floor, the second he's down, I'm running for the hills. I'm gonna shit my little panties. Okay? I'm gonna be out of that as fast as I can. And then Halle gets an attitude and she starts getting crazy and she's like, let's go back and tie him up and be like, bitch, you're by yourself. That's not on me. I'm getting out of here. I'm freaking in my bra and panties, right? I'm in my bra and panties. If you want to do some crazy illegal shit and get vengeance and whatnot, that's on you go. I'm going to the motherfucking police station. So the fact that both of them are in on it, and all of a sudden they go from being, wounded, terrorized women to, girl, I got a good idea. They're like, you know what? We're going to leave you here. You're going to stay here and suffer. Joke's on you. Okay, bitches, listen. The fact that they could even summon anger and zeal and vengeance in a moment where any normal, fragile, terrorized person would feel so scared and fearful, their natural instinct would be to remove themselves from the situation and go to safety. The fact that you linger in the torture chamber, the fact that you deliberately climb back down, deal with his unconscious body, like, for God's sake, if there was a killer that absolutely brutalized in that way and was so insidious and there was no one around to help you, would you, as a female in your bra and panties, not just not want to get away from the body, but would you be like, would you think about playing with the unconscious body, dragging the unconscious body, tying him up? Would you think about still going back to where you were tortured? Wouldn't the sane brain not think, oh, I was just cut open down there. I've just been held captive down there. I didn't think I was going to escape. So are you telling me that it's normal, healthy, well-adjusted behavior to be like, you know what? I'm not going to get away. I'm not going to call the police. I'm going to go back down into the den, pick up his body. Oh, I'm not scared of him waking up, tie him up. And then I'm going to snap my fingers, get my bitch on, catch a toot and be like, oh, bitch, you're staying here. What? And then, okay, and then these bitches, you know what they do? They leave. Oh, it's already done. And then she shuts the door. Bitch, what? And then what? And then the families of the scalps in the fridge, they don't get closure. Nah, they don't get closure. And also, listen, I have another point. Halle, her sexy cop of a boyfriend. That African king, I want him to sit on my face. So fine, so fine. He's a cop, right? He's a cop. So when she gets free, he's the boyfriend of Halle. He's gonna be saying, girl, what the fuck happened? What's she gonna say? Oh, I don't know, I just found her in the woods. And she's gonna lie to him for the rest of her life, right? She's gonna lie to him. And then what about the parents who are saying to Abigail, to the blonde girl? They're gonna be saying, oh my God, what happened? Are you okay? And she's gonna be, yeah. And she's just gonna lie for the rest of her life, right? And the families of the scalps don't get any closure. Oh, and by the way, Halle and Abigail, that killer may have been an asshole, but he has a wife and kids who are innocent. They don't get closure. They ain't gonna know what's going on. Are you serious? They screwed everyone over. They break the law and they turn into these badass bitches in the end that seek vengeance. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. When you're in that situation, I don't care how gruff and badass you are. You're going to want to get the hell out of there. So the fact that this little teen girl in her bra and panties all of a sudden catches a toot and she gets her bitch on and she ties up this guy and they both break the law and deprive the families of closure, and they're just going to spend the rest of their lives lying to everyone, evading the law. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then some of the comments have the audacity to say, oh, great ending. Great ending. Great ending. What are you talking about, you little spice girl? What are you talking about? Honey, that doesn't reflect reality whatsoever, okay? It's already done. Honey! Those families ain't going to get closure now. I don't know what you were thinking. By you making that decision and tying him up, now you're going to have to lie to the police for the rest of your life. You're going to have to live with that secret and you're fine ass cop boyfriend. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Go back home, ride his dick and tell him a lie? Ha! Get real. Shit ending. Did no one catch that out? Really, really good movie. I loved that movie. It was a good movie. Right until the last scene. It stretched credulity so much. I was literally dubious as to whether or not it was a dream. It was some sort of fever dream of one of the characters until the credits rolled in. Once the credits rolled in, I was like, what is happening? What is happening? No. So I had to share that. I had to get it off my chest. I'm not a movie buff. This isn't going to be a regular thing. Unless it gets like 3 million views and I get like loads of AdSense, then fine. This will be like a weekly thing. But this isn't going to be a thing, okay? I don't watch movies. I just had to share this with someone. And I was so compelled to speak. Even when I look like total shit right now, for some reason my camera is lagging. I had to share. I just had to share. This is just ridiculous and this is egregious and we need to start a petition or something. I'm going to eat more chips. This whole shit stresses me out.